Hey, what's up, guys? It's Chris with Don't Forget to Tap. Just giving you guys an update on the journey and kind of what's been going on, what's new, what I've been doing, what I haven't been doing, and all that stuff and everything. And so I think a big part of this podcast, this journey, this documentation, this show is about transparency and kind of everything that comes with that, the journey, the frustrations, the excitement, all those things. And you know, there's a million of them, especially if you're training regularly. And that's one of the things that I have to kind of kick myself in the shins on, is that I have not been as consistent as I need to be. In fact, at one point in the last month, 2 months, I've let work completely take over, that balance between the things that I want to do and the things that I'm doing. And I know that we all do that, that happens, but I had this big project, and not to give you my sob story, but I had this big project that I was working on for 9 months, and it finally came to fruition a couple weeks ago. But everything leading up to that was absolute chaos, and it was going in at 5 a.m., getting home at midnight and stuff like that. And that happens from time to time, and that's not an everyday tempo. But then what happened next that I didn't expect was the burnout, right? So that project ends, and I was putting in these long days, and it was months and months and months of things coming to fruition, and I was just exhausted. And then when the event was over, you would think that I'd be refreshed and that I'd be solid and ready to go, but I crashed, experiencing extreme burnout, where I don't want to do anything. Not only do I not want to train, but I don't want to go to restaurants. I don't want to go to the movies. I don't even really want to go out in public. I just want to kind of hibernate for a little bit. And, you can't really do that, because that's not fair to my wife, and it's not fair to, just the people around me that depend on me, rely on me, and stuff like that. And so that's something that I'm working through, but the burnout has been super real. And so something that I did to try and balance that was, I saw an opportunity to sign up for another tournament, right? What better way to get your butt kicked than to sign up for a tournament? And it's in Houston, Texas, May 25th. It's CompNet, so it's Gracie Baja tournament. Real excited. Had an absolute blast at the last one. Got my butt kicked by an amazing athlete, an amazing competitor, and made a new great friend, and really excited about that. And I hope I get to train with him or compete with him or something again, because such a phenomenal dude, and we've actually become friends, and I think that's awesome. And that's kind of the beauty of Jiu Jitsu. To me, the most important thing about Jiu Jitsu has been the community, and it's been an opportunity to explore myself, and that's something that I always talk about. But getting back to this tournament, it's kind of crazy, because there was if you watch that episode, there's a million things that I said that I would do different to prepare for the next tournament, and I'm virtually doing none of those things. And I have 2-ish months, a month and some change, a month and 3/4 maybe, and I need to start kind of doubling down on that and taking those things serious, because it's really important to prepare. I've seen what happens, I've seen the difference in tempo, I know what to expect to some degree. But I think something tells me that Houston could be potentially a bigger tournament than the last one I did. That was Austin, but it was technically Buda, Texas. And so there's a million things that I need to be doing to prepare. And I've still been active in the gym, weightlifting, cardio, stuff like that. But history and experience has told me that that's not enough. You've got to be on a different kind of fitness. And so what I'm doing weight-wise is I'm doing what I did last time, where I'm going to compete higher than lower, because the cutting is just draining. I didn't feel good energy, and a couple of the videos and people that I follow on the jiu-jitsu channels, that was a recommendation they made, is don't deprive yourself to get there, just your walk-around weight, right? So if anything, I've got a little breathing room that I can compete at. But my hopes with this tournament is, by holding myself accountable and signing up for something that I have a pending date, and I don't like doing that, because then it's over and then what? But the last tournament really re-motivated me to get on the mats, and I think motivation's kind of crap, but I think it's important to have goals nonetheless, and if it works for me, then that's what matters, right? But this tournament, it's a way of kind of keeping my mind on something like an inline. And jiu-jitsu is an endless journey. I completely agree with that. But at the same time, I think it's important to have goals and things that kind of test you and push you a little bit. And I think that's kind of what this is, I'm hoping does for me. But the burnout has been so real, and it's been something that I've really kind of struggled against. And so I've been, ever since the event was over, I've been trying to train as much as possible, but I haven't at the same time. And so I need to be more diligent. And, my ultimate goal with jiu-jitsu, just kind of speaking out loud, is to be able to train every day, do a form of jiu-jitsu every single day. And I love it. I love what it does for my mind. And the truth is, this whole show is about the realities of jiu-jitsu, not the highlights of jiu-jitsu. And most days when I get home from work, I'm exhausted, and the last thing I want to go do is do something that's going to exhaust me even further. But I think for that exact reason, potentially, maybe that's why it's more important that I do it, because that's kind of what jiu-jitsu is it pushes you. It really is. Like, I've heard, multiple influencers that do jiu-jitsu say things along the lines of, like, jiu-jitsu is a superpower. And I do agree with that, but not for the sake that, like, I think it makes you fly or anything like that. I think that jiu-jitsu, it's a superpower in the sense that it can make you understand yourself better than I think anybody will ever understand themselves, because it makes you face very uncomfortable parts of yourself every single day. And what other things humanly do that in the world, right? Like, that's absolutely crazy. So that's just kind of an update on the journey, where I'm at, what I'm doing. I'm gonna plan on posting some videos with you guys of, like, my training processes and documenting them. I've got this new camera, these new awesome mics. They're phenomenal. I love them. The sound quality is great. The video quality is great. So that's awesome. So no excuses. And hopefully, I'm always really shy and really bashful about bringing the camera to training, because I don't want to interrupt class and I don't want to take away from class, but I would really like to document, like, the things that we're doing in class, and kind of maybe see the things that I'm doing wrong or that I could be doing better. So trying to work up the courage to find a way to do that, honestly. And apart from that, that's kind of everything. That's the most recent update. So I got to get past this slump that I'm in, this burnout. It's been so real. It's been so exhausting. And the only way through it is past myself. And so it's something I've got to confront myself on and hold myself accountable. But luckily I have, as always, great training partners, great professors, great coaches, and just a lot of people that have not stopped me on my journey. And so if you guys have any tips, tricks, stories, or anything like that that have helped you get out of these slumps, then please let me know, because I need all the advice and just any tips, tricks, or any of it that I can possibly get. As always, guys, I appreciate you guys listening, watching, whatever it is that you do. And I hope you guys are doing really well and training hard. And if all else fails, in both on the mats and off the mats, don't forget to tap.